Water. We waste it, we pollute it, we lack it, but we need it. Water covers 70% of our planet, and it's easy to think that it will always be plentiful. However, fresh water, the stuff we drink, bathe in, irrigate our farm fields with, is incredibly rare. The earth is mostly covered by water, and most of this water is not fresh water. 97% is salt water, which is undrinkable, and two-thirds of that water is tucked away in frozen glaciers or is unavailable for use. 70% of the ice caps and 30% of underground aquifers are not accessible. Only 0.1% of lakes, rivers, streams are. Less than 0.0% of the water supply can actually be used. Water is a global issue, but it's also a local one. We live in a hydrosphere where all of our water resources are connected. Water from the Ganges could end up in the Hudson, which is why something that pollutes one body of water pollutes another. We are still facing this crisis and will be in the future because we can't drink this polluted water and we can't access the fresh water. Climate change is a major factor in this process. Loss of glaciers and snowmelt caused by higher temperatures reduce the availability of drinking water downstream and threaten water drinking supply for millions. Our oceans, river, and other waters are being polluted by human activities. In fact, every ocean and every continent from the tropics to the polar regions is contaminated. How long can you go without water? Not very long. Your body is approximately 60% water, your brain is 70% water, and your lungs are 90%. Each day, your body must replace 2.4 liters of water through ingested liquids and foods. In the early stages of dehydration, your body tries to conserve water, causing you to become dizzy, irritable, and experience headaches. As dehydration progresses, you will become more clumsy and exhausted, and your mood will plummet. Your eyesight will fade, and your brain won't be able to think. In the last stages of dehydration, you may feel nauseous and begin vomiting. Without water, you will enter a coma and you will die. Water is more important for your body's survival than food. You can live without water for approximately 1 week, but you can't survive without food more than a month. Clean, safe drinking water is scarce. Today, nearly 1 billion people in the developing world don't have access to it. At this rate, the crisis will get even more serious, and by 2042, more than two-thirds of the world will be suffering from a lack of water. We need to do something about it. We all take water for granted, but almost 900 million people worldwide lack access to it, and nearly half of them are children. Look at how these people are living, a life without clean water. Think about what you use for clean water. Food, bathing, drinking. Well, unfortunately, not everyone has the same luxury, and soon enough by 2042, more than two-thirds of the world will not have access to it. 4,800 people die from waterborne diseases every day. Although the water crisis will live on in the future, there will be technology far superior to help us solve this worldwide. In fact, I imagine there would be skyscrapers, hyperloops, flying cars, unparalleled architecture, and cities on water. But this water will not be drinkable, but rather salty, and the lakes and rivers will be polluted. Many bodies of water will run dry. So what should we do? I propose that we should use our spacecraft technology to extract water from other celestial bodies. In fact, at that point in 2042, I believe that we will even have space planes and NASA bases on planets such as Mars, so it's definitely realistic. Mars. On Mars, the caps are an average of 2 miles thick, and if completely melted, could cover the Martian surface with about 18 feet of water, so we could definitely extract water from Mars. Another possibility is Ganymede, which is one of Jupiter's moons. It has more water than all of the Earth's surface water combined. It is 60 miles thick and 10 times the depth of the Earth's oceans. So, it's a major possibility as well. What kind of technology would we use to carry out this solution? Well, I imagine that in 2042, our rocketry would be far more advanced and would be nuclear powered to gain maximum speed and to efficiently travel to other planets and moons. These rockets contain tanks in which water from these celestial planets would be stored to be taken back to Earth. We would have astronauts collect water by placing underground pipes in a hole and collecting the water with suction tube. I believe this solution is the key.